And we are live. Hello, everybody. Just wanting to say hello. Hey, Sharon. Hey, Victor.
Hey, Val.
Hello.
Hey, I'm going to get our intro started. Hello, everybody, while we're giving people a chance to get in here. You know what? I think I just missed doing it again. You just told me, Victor. It's okay. I can fix this. I can fix this.
You got the power.
I got the power. I do. All right. Let's try it again. Oh, I had it on. It would have worked.
Hi, Sheila. Hi, Sharon. Hi, Melanie.
Hey, everybody. Of course, we're still learning.
Is everybody still there?
I'm still
Hey,
here.
hey.
All right.
We have a little bit of a lag going on.
Yeah, and your video is paused on the Facebook Live.
Hang on, y'all. I'm not hearing y'all. There we go. I can hear you now. We got a little bit of a lag going on.
Yes, we do.
Hey, so can everybody hear me?
Yeah, you're good. I hear you now.
Can y'all hear me?
Hang on.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
Yep. Was it really?
Yeah.
Technical difficulties yet again. I am done. I'm done. I tell you, I'm done.
Hey, Valerie, we should just start calling it Technical Difficulties Live Videos.
I think we should. I'm gonna have one heck of a blooper reel going on, I think. So how's everybody?
Doing well.
That's awesome. How are you, Sharon?
I'm doing good.
You have sound tonight. You've been having technical difficulties for a while, but we got you going finally.
Yes, thankfully.
All right. So everybody, I'm Valerie. I am on the Go Travels. We've got Victor over there, who is
Victoria's Vacations.
And we've got our newest business partner down below down there, and that is Sharon Cox, and she is
From here to there with Sharon.
From here to there with Sharon. So Victor, are you moved?
Yes, I am. I'm actually liking my apartment, so.
That's awesome. So Victor, for those that may not know, and I say this, he just recently, as in yesterday, moved from Alabama to Florida. So, and I am in a little place called Weber City, Virginia, and Sharon is just a couple of miles up the road in a place called Gate City, Virginia. So we did not get to do Sunday's travel talk. Sharon was supposed to have been on there Sunday night. But you know, adult kids, sometimes they'll push you to your limit. And I had some major issue, which is thankfully resolved. But Sharon agreed to come on tonight and talk about Belize, which I'm really excited about because I've been to Belize. And Victor, have you been to Belize?
I've been to Belize probably about 5 or 6 times.
Okay. Now, Sharon, you go to Belize for a specific reason, right?
Yes, ma'am, I do. What I go for is I go with the Body and Soul Ministries, and we go down and we go into the Roaring Creek area of Belize. and we do school. We sponsor kids, we get them ready for school, we get everything going for them. We also do what's called Christmas boxes, and we send down boxes for the kids because those kids in Belize get nothing. It's in the area that we go is a very, very poor area.
Really?
And we do a lot of mission work. We help build houses for people. We, of course, buy groceries to the needy or for the needy, and just do lots and lots of mission work.
That's awesome. So when did you start doing that?
My first trip to Belize was in 2014, and it was the shoebox ministry. And that's when we went down at Christmas time and we distributed shoe boxes.
It's awesome. Victor, when was the first time you went to Belize?
First time I went to Belize was actually on my first cruise, and that was actually going to be on the Carnival Legend, probably back in 2006-ish.
Okay. My first time going to Belize, and the only time, was this past October, November. You know, and I know that Belize, I think, gets a lot of bad, it gets a bad rap, you know, I mean, you know, I think people think, I know before I went on the cruise, there was a lot of caution being offered, you know, don't get off the ship in Belize, don't do this, you know, you don't leave the port area in Belize, you know, I mean, it was enough to scare you or to scare me. I mean, it kind of made me rethink, do I want to go do an excursion or anything like that? So Sharon, anything negative happen there or anything that scared you? Because I didn't see any of it. I mean, I thought the people were wonderful. You know, we had a great person that was leading our excursion. I never felt in danger.
There was a couple of times that we had some scary times, but it's just like in the USA, you just have to be aware of your environment and
Absolutely.
don't go out by yourself to places because of course they know we're Americans and they look at us like we're rich. So,
Right.
you know, and we're tourists and we have that money. And so you just have to be aware and pay attention. The one scary one that we had was our compound that we stay on. It's locks down at nighttime, but during the day we keep it unlocked so people can kind of come and go. And there was one evening that we was in our Bible study and we heard some pops and we thought it was fireworks or something like that. And then we found out later that just like 4 blocks from us, there was a murder.
Oh my gosh.
It was scary.
Yeah, that is a little scary, but you know, that happens in the United States. I mean, that's not just because it's in a foreign country. That's not, you know, Victor, when you went to Belize, what did you do?
So every time we've been to Belize, we've actually been on the excursions.
Can't hear you.
Every time that we've been to Belize, we've actually been on excursions. So, and then my mom did take me into port a few times, and there used to be like a little wood shop, but even they like ended up selling their wood shop and then going somewhere else over time.
Sharon, are you having a hard time hearing Victor?
He got softer.
Yeah, so it's not just my computer. I just wanted to make sure. He's having some technical difficulty Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday. It don't matter what day we do this. You don't have your earbud in, do you?
No, but I didn't have them in on Friday or the other day either.
Is it close by? You might want it.
No,
It's still real quiet. Do you have one?
no, I don't.
Okay. Well, we'll turn my volume's all the way up, but everybody crank your volume for Victor. You might want to turn it down for me. That's all I can say.
I'm sorry, y'all.
It'll be okay. It may come back in a minute because it was really good a while ago.
Yeah.
But y'all know this is part of it. This is part of it.
That's what
So
makes it exciting.
It is. So when we went to Belize, we actually went on a sightseeing tour that we booked. We were on a cruise. We booked it in port and we went to Altoona, which was the ruins. My bad hip and things, I couldn't do the walking. It was super hot, lots of mosquitoes. Always take bug repellent, I guess, if you go to Belize. But Andrew, I've got video and I may try to post that tomorrow. I've got video of Andrew at the top of the ruins taking, the video. So that was kind of cool. So Sharon, what is your best memory, I guess, about going to Belize?
Gosh, that's hard to say because every one of them was a different memory and a different experience. But I have to say, of course, all week long, or if it's a 2-week one, depending on how long we're there, we always, the day before we leave, we get to have what's called a fun day.
Uh-huh.
And I've experienced a lot of sightseeing through that. I've been to the Mayan ruins. I guess the best experience was when my mom went with me, and just watching her in Oz and just her experience it for the first time. And it
Now,
was
what's your favorite thing about Belize?
my favorite thing about Belize, I have to say, is the people. Everywhere I went, it didn't matter. We went to the market, we went to town, we went to the shopping malls, on the tours, sightseeing, no matter, the people are very, very friendly and really welcoming to you. And it's just very heartwarming, and we always, of course, you take stuff for them, you buy their souvenirs because that's their life, is what they sell. And it's just unbelievable what, you buy their souvenirs or their stuff, and then they're saying, well, I'll give you this, because they're so appreciative that you're buying from them. And beautiful, the place is beautiful.
It is. It really is. Yes, Victor, I kind of hear you in there.
All right, I was just doing a test run. But I was also gonna say, if you ever get the chance, stop by and try a Belizean dish, and you would be surprised at how delicious their food is if you ever get the chance.
Hey, I can hear you a little better. Is there a particular Belizean dish?
No, but like on the excursions on cruise, the last one I went on, I was actually able to try a Belizean dish, and it was actually really, really good. So I was just recommending it, and I know Sharon, you probably would recommend the same thing.
Oh yeah, their food is wonderful. There's nothing that I've tasted that I haven't really liked. And if I could do it at home, I would.
Yeah. Now, one thing I found out, and that was apparently, I guess, Coca-Cola originated in Belize. So my souvenir, over here, you can buy the little glass bottles, but over there you buy the big glass bottles. And so I actually brought one. I drank the Coke and I brought the bottle back with me. I'm cheap. I mean, I am cheap. When it comes to souvenirs, I'm not going and shopping. I will bring back their money. I will bring back a soda bottle. I will bring back a candy bar, but I just don't buy a whole lot of souvenirs. But I did bring back that, and they had some different kinds of cookies that we didn't have over here that I was really, you go into a convenience store. What's a convenience store over there? And it's completely, they're selling some of their little, it's not really empanadas, but it's like empanadas, I guess, was one of the things that we tried, and ate it on the bus while we were on our way to the ruins. So it was kind of cool. So Sharon, when you go, you said you stay a week or two when you go?
Yes.
Okay. Now, I saw a picture of you, and I'm assuming that was in Belize where you were holding a child. And it's posted actually on the group, the Let's Talk All Things Travel, because Sharon isn't a new travel agent. And I just put her biography up with some pictures. Now, you're a nurse. that
Yeah.
has now started doing the travel as well. Do you do medical stuff when you go over there as well?
Yes, we have a clinic on the compound, and like at August, end of July, 1st of August, of course, we didn't get to go this year because of the virus and it's closed down right now. But in the clinic, we do all of their oh shoot, I just lost. They do physicals. We do the physicals of all the children so that they can go to school. We get them vitamins. We get them, they're a big thing over there, of course, is, all these antibiotics and things, worming and things like that because of the poverty level over there. And we even do adults. If they have problems, and we've experienced a lot. We've had people come in with bad cuts from the machetes that they use to cut the grass, and they're cutting their coconuts and things like that. So, but
yeah, I mean, so you do a lot. I mean, it's a very good cause what you're over there what you're there doing. And I say over there like it's just across the street. It's really not. I mean, it's while you're there. That's the country in me that's coming out. But it is a beautiful country or island. I don't know. Is it country? Is it island? What do we call this?
it's a country with the islands around it.
Yeah.
The different Key Cocker and Hopland and all the different islands around it.
Yeah. No, Sharon, you got some pictures to show, don't you?
Yes, I do.
Okay, she's going to share her screen, and I want you to take a look at the very first picture, y'all. The very first one. I think it's just awesome. So you'll be able to talk as you're sharing it, Sharon.
Okay.
You might want to, can you enlarge, did you do the arrows in the corner down there?
Yes.
Okay, good deal. Look at this picture. Is this not the most amazing picture you've ever seen?
This picture here is when we fly into Belize, we fly over what's called the Blue Hole. And down here, you can see the water, and the water in Belize is just unremarkable. You can see through it. It's beautiful.
Now, if you would be interested in purchasing this picture, Sharon will be I'm just playing. I mean, it's beautiful though. I mean, Sharon, I'm trying to drum you up a little extra income. So, but Victor, isn't that picture beautiful?
It is, and that water is just pure and clear, and it looks that way no matter if you're far away or super close to it. It looks the same.
It's just awesome.
Amazing.
Beautiful picture, Sharon.
It's just something that as you're flying in, you see this view, and it just gets you that much more excited about getting there and seeing.
So did you have a window seat, or did you shove someone out of the way?
I just shoved somebody out of the way to catch this picture, I'm telling you. That's coming from the photographer side of me. I mean, you took this, I guarantee you, with your phone too, did you not?
Yes, I did.
I knew it. See, you don't even have to have the big fancy cameras to capture that. I mean, that picture. And Sharon, as a travel agent, I think this picture means a lot to you. You're actually looking at making this into your logo, correct?
Yes, I am.
I think you couldn't pick a better picture to represent your travel business. It's just amazing. I mean, it is a beautiful picture. So I'm just in awe. Okay, I bragged enough.
Okay, all right. Now this picture here.
Oh gosh, that's a spider. Anybody scared of spiders? Run or turn your head now. That's a big spider.
That's a tarantula. And when we go down there, we have to clean up the rooms and get them ready for the kids to come in and pick up their supplies. And of course, this is one of my first trips. And that was one thing I said, I don't think I want to be around a tarantula. So when they found it, they came and got me first off. So they said, you've got to take your picture now. So I ended up getting a picture of it.
Melanie said run.
Yeah.
Who did? Yes.
Melanie.
Yes. See, I just now got my chat to come up, y'all. I've not been ignoring y'all, but that is a big spotter. And here's the thing: we were on the bus going towards the ruins, and the guy that was driving, he was like, "Oh wow," and he said, "Let me back up." None of us saw it, but apparently there was a huge spider out in the middle of the road. They have some critters. There's the country in me again. They have some critters in Belize. And that's one of the things Steve always asks about is what, do you have snakes? Do you have this? Do you have that? There's a lot of things in Belize that you need to watch out for. I mean, yeah.
Yeah.
But look at Sharon's expression on her face, Victor. I love that. It's just, I don't know if she's trying to smile or if she's about half afraid or if she's,
It looks like she's just like having to pose for the picture, so she's like scared but smiling. So she's just like,
yeah, it's like I gotta get this picture, but I don't want to be here right now. I don't want to be here.
Sheila said it's not for me to find.
Who said that?
Sheila.
I got to get my thing. Why does my chat not have technical difficulties?
Again.
All right, so what we got now, Sharon? I love that picture. I think that should be your logo, actually. So
Do you? Now this here is the Mayan ruins, one of our free days. We went to the Mayan ruins, and you actually can climb the stairs and go to the very tip top. And that was us about halfway down.
which ruins are these?
Oh,
You knew I was going to ask.
no, and I meant to get that pulled up. It's the one
okay.
that you go on the boat ride, the 90-minute boat ride.
Oh, we were going to do that one. Which one is that? Victor, do you know?
How about we come back to that? We'll put it down in the comments below after we get off.
Yep, sounds good. And you just lost your sound again. All right. Let's see what she's got next here.
All right. Now this is just the group that I went with, some of the other ones that was in the group. We always send this here in the middle sitting, this is my mom. And I'm back there in the yellow. But the tour, we had a tour guide that took us all the way through it and explained things to us and helped us get through everything.
Uh-huh.
And it was really the beginning of it. My mom, of course, had to make it exciting for us when she's not a boat rider, but she decided she wanted to go to the ruins. So she got on that boat. And when we got there, you have to get off onto a big dock, a boat dock, and then walk down to the land. Well, we was all off and they was helping her get off. And I stayed there beside her. And I had turned after she got off the boat and we heard this big thump. Well, where the dock was moving, she lost her balance and she fell flat.
Oh, no.
Scared.
Was she hurt?
No, she ended up, she hurt her wrist a little bit, but it scared me. I thought she'd broken it, but she didn't. But
I believe the name of those ruins are the Lamini ruins, aren't they?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. We were going to do that one originally, so I knew it was something like that, but I cheated. I Googled it. Google's my friend.
Oh, that's fine. Like I said, I meant to look that up before we started, and
it's all right.
Usually when I go to Belize, I go do snorkeling because they have the beautiful coral reef.
The coral reef, snorkeling. I'm struggling, but I'm hearing you a little bit.
I'm sorry, y'all.
It's okay.
Usually when I go to Belize, I go snorkeling.
Yeah. I mean, they've got it's part of that whole, what is it, second largest coral reef in the world or something like that. The first?
It used to be.
Because I know Grand Cayman is also part. I mean, they have, they fall into that category too. So, all right, what you got?
All right. Now this here is us snorkeling. This is in Key Cocker. We got to go snorkeling and then we went on a boat ride. Well, you go out on the boat and get out there and they let you out and they let you snorkel out there. And then they bring you back to an area where there's all kinds of just all the different creatures underwater. And you can use your, snorkel and look at them. You can go the stingrays. They show you how to pet them, how to touch them. And it was amazing.
Guys, if you get the chance to do the stingray excursion of any kind, I mean, I definitely am not going to tell you not to do it because it's an experience, but I'm going to tell you, it scared me. I mean, I got in there and all these stingrays coming around and I immediately, it overwhelmed me.
It
I did
is.
that one when I was 12.
Oh, listen at you, Mr. Brave. I'm a big chicken. I mean, if you didn't see
I've
the
always
video of
been
me
the
crossing the
adrenaline-
bridge at Grandfather Mountain. Do what, Victor?
I've always been the adrenaline junkie.
Well, now, Steve got in, but I'm telling you, they're gentle. Do not get me wrong. But I think the whole Steve Irwin, thing kind of goes through my brain. Tayshawn said we did the caves with inner tubes and it was amazing.
Yes, I don't have pictures of that, but we did the cave and the inner tubes, and it is amazing.
That sounds more like my speed, but I think you have to do a lot of walking to get back here to them caves, and that's not my speed. I mean,
you do have to do a lot of walking. And then we had to experience, my grandson went with me. And when we got in the middle of the cave, he made the comment that, I wonder what's in the water underneath of us. And about that time, me and the lady that was with me in her tube beside me felt something go across our backs. And we have, because it was so dark in there, you can't, you have your lights on your helmet, can't see what's around you. And
yeah, I'm just sitting here thinking.
Melanie said, I would love to go swimming with dolphins.
I want to swim with the dolphins. I've not swam with the dolphins yet. It's on my bucket list. So
I've done it twice. One time we did it in Belize, and another time I did it in Cozumel. Both of those.
Sharon, have you done the dolphins yet? Have you swam with the dolphins?
I have not swam with the dolphins. Now, I went on a cruise with my mom and dad and my oldest brother and my sister-in-law. We took them for their 50th anniversary. And we told them, we said, y'all need to do all this stuff that you wanted to do. This is your time. And they swam with the dolphins in Atlantis. And they just bragged on it. So now I want
to smack them.
You
just want to smack them. People bragging about it. I'm like, no, dog, I don't want to hear it. I'm just going to plug my ears. So, now is this your grandson up in the front?
No, it's not.
Okay.
It was somebody else that was with us on this one. He hasn't got to experience Key Cocker yet.
Yeah. And when you say Key Cocker, now that's not spelled, guys, when you all see the word C-A-Y, or in this case, it's C-A-Y-E, I believe it, isn't it? It's not pronounced K. So you've got like Princess K. It would look like Princess K or Half Moon K. It's Half Moon Key. So it's pronounced Key. Okay. So that's just a little tip. Anyway. All right. What we got?
All right. Now this one here.
Oh my gosh.
They talked me into, this was another trip. One was the first time I was at Belize and found but one other time I went with the medical team. And
I would need the medical team.
That's it. They was all these young kids, college kids. It was for the college kids for part of their credits for school. And Dr. Smitty, the doctor that was over it, asked me if I would go with him or with them. Yeah. So I went with them, and those kids got out there hunting the tarantulas. And of course, I couldn't let them outdo me. I had to go out there with them, but I was not planning on a tarantula on my head, but they convinced me that I needed to do it to conquer my fears.
All right, now you're the one that just got scared over something, feeling like it touched your back in a cave, and you're sitting there with a tarantula on your head.
I know. It was very quickly. I said, get the pictures and get it off of me.
Victor, I think she's got you beat on the adrenaline junkie thing. I'm telling, that's a spider on her head.
Yep, I've done that. I've done snakes.
No,
So
Ooh.
nope, nope, no. I'm a chicken. I'm a sissy. I really am. I am chicken. If you put a tarantula on my head, you might as well just go ahead and like I said, call medical, because I'm gonna need something. You know, I have a bad heart, y'all. Y'all got to remember that. Woo.
I've got one that somebody that was on the team that flashed or took the picture, and I couldn't find it, but my eyes are about as big as saucers where they put it on me, and the expression on my face says,
You know what? They might put it on me, but when that comes off of me, they're going to need the medical team, not me. So, Melanie just said something. What'd she say?
she had two of them. That would be a hard no for me. Nope, nope, nope. And then she also said, anybody else have the urge to get a shoe and go smack?
Yeah. And then Lorna said something. She said, what, YOLO?
You only live once. For those
Now, Sheila said she would not be smiling. She'd need a what? CPR?
CPR.
Yep, that's what I thought she said. So, okay. I'm changing it. This needs to be your logo.
okay. Yeah, and that's one thing too. They always tell you is when you get up of a morning, don't just grab your shoes and put them on. You better shake them out, because you never know what's inside of them. So
Tammy White said, beat it.
Beat it. Sharon, you better move. Somebody's gonna have your head here in a few minutes. They're wanting to smack you and everything else. Let's move on. Aw.
now this here is in our medical clinic, or in the medical clinic, when we was doing the physicals and checking the kids. This little girl here is very special to me. This little girl is my sponsor child. I've sponsored her. She was just starting school in this picture. And so I've been sponsoring her since 2015 for 5 years now.
Oh, wow.
And she's precious. She's a precious little girl. She's special to me. I've got other little girls. And that's one thing with this mission is I've gained so many friends in Belize. I keep in touch with them. They text me, they message me, they're on Facebook with me. And I'm hoping that some of them are watching today or this evening.
Oh, well, if not, maybe they're going to get it on the replay.
Yes.
You know, everybody, if you do watch the video at any point, if you're commenting in here, we're going to know you were here. Just say replay, you know, if you get to watch it during the replay. You know, because that way we know we do we are going to do some giveaways. So y'all hang in here for just a few minutes. I wanted to get into the Belize part, and then we'll do the giveaways here at the end. I hope y'all are taking notes, because there will be a pop quiz. No, there won't. But you know, we'll say that. So, but this picture I absolutely love. And as a matter of fact, I'm gonna go over here and heart it a few times because I do love it. So if you all, you know, over on Facebook, I mean, Sharon, if somebody wanted to get into sponsoring a child in Belize, how would they do that?
If they would like to sponsor a child in Belize, they could send me a message and I could get them in touch with the person that works on the sponsorship. Or, you know, when I go back again, they always, it's really sad because the kids in Belize, it's not like here. They have to have, they're not even allowed in school unless they pay their fees. and you see kids at the window looking in, trying to get their education through the window of the school. And it's sad. And when we're down there, we have lined on our fence rail out there, just kids lined begging for sponsors. And it costs $250 a year to sponsor a child.
And that meets a whole lot of their needs, I bet, right? That 250 here might not seem like a whole lot, but in Belize,
Yes, it does. It gets all their school supplies. It gets them put into school. The only thing it doesn't cover, but we don't want to enable them. We want to help them.
Right.
Is like they have bathroom fees. They can't just go in and use the bathroom. They have to pay to go into the bathroom. And
wow.
yeah, toilet paper, they have to supply their toilet paper. It's just not there for them. So things like that, of course, is not covered. But the necessities to get them through school is covered.
Guys, I'm going to tell you this right here, the stuff that Sharon is bringing and the information, that's stuff that you don't hear. I've not heard any of that. I mean, I've only been there once, but this is stuff you wouldn't hear on an excursion. This is the reason I like doing travel talk, is because it's people that have had a lived experience visiting these places. And that is definitely with Sharon's, doing the mission work there. She gets to see a side that a normal tourist is not going to get to see. A lot of these countries and islands, they have some specific needs that the world may not know about. And, you look at that little girl's face and you realize that if Sharon wasn't helping to sponsor this child, she may not get to go to school. She may not get the medical care. She may not get, and to me, Sharon, I just want to say thank you. I mean, because what you're doing over there, you're truly touching lives. And that's not a part of your job. That is a part of what's inside of you that wants to go and help. So I honestly just want to say thank you. And I think that is amazing. And that little girl is lucky that you're there.
Well,
Could you
thank
imagine,
you.
Valerie, that being in
Do what?
America? Could you imagine that being in America? Like,
Mm-mm.
that's just heartbreaking.
It is. It is, and sometimes, guys, these travel talks, they're not all going to be fun and games. I really want people to kind of get to the heart and soul of some of these places. And I think that's why travel talk tends to take on a little bit more seriousness. But, Sharon, I knew you went, but I've not got to hear these stories. So I'm sitting here hearing them for the first time, just like everybody else. So, I never realized, and it breaks my heart to think about these little kids looking in the schoolhouse, wanting to go in. It's just sad.
It sad.
Really is. It really is. So, okay, we went from the tarantula to the heartbreak. We went from the heart terrifying. See, we went from scared to death on the verge of a heart attack now to a heartbreak. So, all right, what you got next?
I think that's all that I have. That pretty much covers a little bit of everything. And the one other thing I wanted to say is that that I couldn't find pictures of is
okay, I got you.
One of the things, one of the experiences we had is, I don't know if you've seen it in the stores, Marie Sharp's sauces. And it's the different like hot sauces, barbecue sauces, steak sauces, different ones. And we did, on the way to Hopland, there is a factory. And we got to go down and tour that factory and actually speak to Marie Sharp. And if you pull it up on Facebook or on Google, pull up Marie Sharp's sauces, and it tells all about it. And it was really interesting. And of course, we couldn't go inside. They only let you go inside of the factory at certain times because of the safety and things like that. So, but we did tour all the way around it. They have the jellies, they have all kinds of stuff. And it was really interesting. And then you see it in the United States and say, well, I've been there and I've seen, I've talked.
Yeah, I've seen where they make that. Now I will tell you all from a cruise perspective, if you go to Belize on a cruise, you're going to be it's a water tender port. They used to call it tender port. Now it's a water shuttle, but that is one where, the ship will actually dock out in the water and you'll take the shuttle in, and it's a little bit of a shuttle ride there. It's kind of relaxing, but it is.
And if you have an excursion, most of your excursions are going to come pick you up at the ship and then take you to your excursion and then back to the ship.
Yep, unless you do like us and we booked that's if we actually walked into the port area, and they have a nice port area there. It's got a lot of stuff in a very small walk. I mean, it's not a very far walk. So, and they actually, I'm gonna give you another cruise tip. I know this is travel talk, but I'm gonna throw another cruise tip in there for people that are looking to book a cruise, that have gone on cruises. Make sure you can actually go into the Diamonds International in the cruise ports. And I think there's another one in there, Victor and Sharon, you may know this. In the cruise port, I know it's Diamonds International. What's the other one?
Are you talking about where you get like the pamphlets and stuff?
The charms. The charms.
Yeah.
You can go in and get your free charms for a charm bracelet. So, faster the fun. Tayshawn says, if you're on a cruise there, definitely, if you're going to be doing the water shuttles, faster the fun is a blessing because it gives you priority tendering. So, Victor, let's get some names going while we start finishing this up, for a giveaway.
All right,
so
for the code word tonight, I do believe that it's going to be Belize. So
Belize that.
yeah,
Belize.
it. So Belize.
I believe it.
Comments to get entered into the drawing tonight. I'll keep an eye on it while they finish up their discussion real fast.
Are you going to write them down, or am I entering them?
You'll enter them. I was just gonna keep an eye on the chat.
Okay. Well, you're just gonna have to let me know.
Another thing with the Belize, over there, they don't get in a hurry for nothing. And like in Keycocker, their saying is go slow and enjoy life. And those people do. I mean, they take their time. You waiting to go on a tour or whatever, they come on their time. They don't come on your time.
Right. I'm getting some of them. I've got Melanie, Sheila. Give me just 1 second, Sharon. Tayshawn.
Okay, you're fine.
Did you get Lorna?
Not yet. What's Lorna's last name again?
Hensley.
I got her here. Tayshawn.
All right, we'll give them a few more seconds. Sharon, thank you for coming on tonight. It was amazing to hear your testimony. I learned a lot, actually, believe it or not.
Well, that's
I've only
good.
been there through the cruise perspective. So, I love hearing other people's stories, especially in the travel industry. It's important.
Yeah, and there's so many. I mean, you can go on a cruise, and a lot of people think, well, that's the only way I can go. But you can fly in. The people there at the airport will get you to where you need to go. They have different types of shuttle buses and things like that. And, you can stay in bed and breakfast, or you can stay there's motels there. And, there's just so many different places when you start researching and really start looking. There's even the, what's it called? The houses or the places you can stay
The
at.
hotels, the lodges, the
no, that we have here too.
Not hostels.
The company,
it's okay. It'll come to you in a few minutes, but they've got all different kinds of lodging choices, right?
Yes, gobs of lodging choices.
Okay.
And if you go to Keycocker, of course, you have to ride a boat to get to that island. So you go to the spot, and You pay to get on the boat and then you ride across.
Right.
Well,
You
Valerie,
got, do you have anybody else? Because I've only got like 3 people.
there's 4 people. So what I'm gonna do is actually,
You just gonna write them down? Or are we
um,
gonna do?
no, what I was gonna do actually is give my gift to Sharon, and
Awesome.
you can do your drawing and give your gift to whoever.
Okay, that'll work.
Well, thank you,
Um,
Victor.
well, I'm gonna give Sharon a gift right now too, though. And Sharon, I'm gonna out your business just a little bit, okay?
Okay.
And Sharon, actually, I've just got to, first of all, I've got to brag on Sharon. I've got to brag on Victor too, but I got to really brag on Sharon. Sharon, like I said, is a new agent. And Sharon, you sat and watched for months. I talked to you about this months ago, and you had all these questions, and then you waited, and then you would message again with questions, and then you would wait, and then finally I think you just took the leap of faith and said, let me try this. And I'm thankful you did. And that doesn't have anything to do about numbers. That doesn't have anything to do about growing a team. This has absolutely everything to do with, I see your passion and I see what you're wanting to do with it. And you have a really big why for doing it. But what I am going to say is I got a message from Sharon last night that really impressed me, because she knows that Victor and I have been doing these lives, and she's trying to find a way to grow her business, but she doesn't want to feel like she's stepping on our toes. And that's not stepping on our toes. There's more than enough room to share, but you just, my advice was come up with an original great idea, that you want to do, because I want to go watch it. I do. Victor, I hope he gets this great. He's in Florida. He can come up, that way I get something to go and watch as well too. But she actually came up with the most awesome idea. I'm not going to tell, that's up to you if you want to make that announcement tonight. But she has kind of, I think, decided what areas she wants to focus on with her business, but also some of her upcoming Facebook lives. And she can tell everybody that watches this video where to come check hers out. So I'm going to turn it over to you for a second, Sharon, to do that.
Okay. What I've decided to do, or what I'm going to do, is last weekend, my brother-in-law came over and picked my husband and I up, and we went on a trip to Breaks Interstate Park. And after I came back, it was just so refreshing. And, with everything going on now, and I thought, well, that's what I need to do, is the local traveling, just highlighting all the places. There's so many places that we can go during this pandemic. And I just want to get it out there to people, encourage people, give them ideas of places that they can go, and places, different things they can see. And then of course I'm going to go over, things that you maybe, things that the pandemic caused barriers with, what you need to watch out for, what you need to prepare for, and just different key points too.
Right. Now, what's your group? What's that group that you're going to be posting this into? I can help you. Isn't it Road Trips?
Road Trips with Sharon. That's it.
Road Trips with Sharon. Yeah. So we will, Sharon, when we're done, how about you post a link to that group in the comments section?
Okay.
See if it'll let you post that.
Okay.
Everybody, if you watch this on the replay, if you're watching it right now, just go over there and give that page some love. Go over there, like that page, follow her. Who knows? She may say, let me bring a guest in, and you may see a familiar face or whatever. I am going to do a little bit of a shameless plug right now and tell you all about the Let's Talk All Things Travel group. In there, we're going to be doing the destination spotlight. I want to hear your vacation stories. If you have a vacation special memory, Sharon, you're going to have to write this up and send me some pictures. If you have that, come over there, but it's Let's Talk All Things Travel. So I'm going to go ahead and do a drawing now. Anybody got any final thought? Don't give your final thought yet, Victor. I know what your final thought is. Sharon, do you have a final thought about travel or about anything in general?
I would say my final thought about travel is that we all need to be traveling. We all need to go places. We all need to get away and just get out there and enjoy ourselves.
Yep. Y'all know what? I ain't doing no drawing. I'm giving all 4 of them a gift. I need your mailing addresses. If I still owe you a gift, I'm giving all 4 of y'all a gift. I felt a lot of love in here tonight. So that's Melanie, that's Lorna, that's Tayshawn, and that's Sheila. I need your mailing addresses. Just send me a PM with that. My thoughts about travel, y'all. And if I owe you a gift, it's coming too. I do my shopping once a week, and that's tomorrow. So I will make sure you get your gifts. What I will say to everybody, travel's not dead. COVID has not stopped us. The travel industry is growing. Agents are growing their business. We're having fun. We're learning. I learned so much about Belize tonight. I'm hoping I cruise in December. I know Victor's hoping, but you know what? If we don't cruise in December, by gosh, we will cruise again. And, that's right. Now is a great time if you're thinking about traveling, and I'm doing a shameless travel agent plug right now. Don't have to book with me, but if you're thinking about traveling right now, 2021, 2022, you can book those. So, all right, y'all. Victor, you've got to throw another one in here tonight. So I am going to turn the final thought over to Victor. If you can hear him, he's going to have to scream it from the rooftop.
All right, so Sharon, after the live, just send me your address. I'll get your gift to you. Thank you for coming on. It was so wonderful to have you. Sharon Cox is from Here to There with Sharon. Valerie Arrington is there from On the Go Travels, and I am Victor from Victorious Vacations. Y'all have a fantastic night.
Have a great night.
Have a good night.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye,
Thank
everyone.
you.
You're welcome. Thank you.